Hey everybody, back to make a video for a bunch of different sets that I've been working on. I thought this would be a fun, different type of video to make, and I'm also hoping that by making this video it's gonna kind of motivate me to finally finish off some of these sets, because most of them I've been working on for years. And the thing with me and sets is, since it's not like the main thing I do in the hobby, I just kind of lose focus on them. I'll get like 75% through them and then I'll kind of forget about them and I'll start buying other stuff. And like I said, years go by and the sets still sit here incomplete, and I don't ever really like flip through these binders, so again I kind of forget which ones I finished, which ones I didn't. And so when I bring these binders out and start flipping through them, I realize I still got a lot of work to do on some of them. So just gonna go through different binders and show some of the sets I've been working on. This is the 2017 Wwe Heritage, which I'm pretty sure I've been working on since 2017. I actually finished the 2018 version over here. For this one I bought, I think it was either 2 hobby boxes or a hobby box and a few blasters, and I also got help from Like a Hawk and Jason Aaron Goldberg and Sebastian Select, so I was able to complete this one pretty easily. Also completed the insert sets. But with the 2017 version, what happened was I never bought a hobby box of these or a blaster or anything. Most of these that I have I just got from a few loose packs that I bought, and maybe a few from like care packages and stuff like that. But yeah, and I know I could easily ask Like a Hawk for help on that one, or I know Dan from Hard Art Cards, he has said he has a bunch of wrestling cards that he's looking to just pretty much give away. But the thing was, I was considering buying a hobby box of these for the longest, so I was always thinking after I buy the hobby box, then I'll kind of take stock of what I have and what I need, and then I'll contact those guys. But I just never bought the hobby box, and right now I'm not sure that I will, because there's a lot of other stuff that I'd rather spend that money on. But yeah, this is one that I could probably finish up pretty easily. Just gotta get motivated and do it. And don't worry, baseball dudes, it isn't all gonna be wrestling stuff. Actually, there's gonna be a little bit of everything in this video. But here's a baseball set that I've been working on. This is the 1996 Skybox EXL. I bought a box of these like a year or two ago and got a decent chunk of the set from that box. But as you see, there's still a few spaces here and there. But yeah, really cool looking set. I could probably complete this by visiting ComC or Sport Lots. But again, I was kind of considering maybe getting another box, but I don't know now, because as we all know, the 90s hobby boxes have kind of gone up a bit recently, so I'd probably have to pay more than what I paid for this one. I think I got this one for like 35 bucks a few years ago. Probably would have to pay like double that right now. But yeah, definitely want to get this one done sometime soon. Now here's an EXL basketball set that I've been working on for a really long time, way longer than the baseball one. But again, same deal here. I bought a box of these a long time ago and got a decent chunk of the set done from that box. Over the years, picked up a few here and there, and I was recently down to just 2 that I needed, and finally got one of the cards I was missing, which, believe it or not, was this common Brian Williams. Much harder to get than you would think. Like anytime I saw that card on ComC or eBay, people wanted like $3 or $5 for it, and I was like, there's no way that's gonna happen, not for a common Brian Williams. But recently when I started buying stuff off of Sport Lots, I found it on there for 18 cents, which I was like, that's way more like it. So happy to finally cross that one off. But now the last card that I need is one that I should have picked up a really long time ago. It's the Michael Jordan, which goes right there. And for the longest time, that Jordan card was like a $5 to $8 card. But for whatever reason, I just never picked it up. I guess I just assumed that I would always get it at some point. But then with the recent spike in Jordan cards over the past few months, people were overpricing that card by way too much. So it's probably going to be a big pain in the ass to get it now, because there's no way I'm going to pay like $40 for a common card, even if it is a Michael Jordan card. So we'll have to wait and see if I can find that one at a more reasonable price. Here's a football set. This is the 98 EX 2001, and this one's pretty close to being finished too. I'd say like a half dozen cards or so. Already got most of the big rookies from it. Got the Peyton Manning right there. Got the Randy Moss. I guess one of the biggest rookies I'm missing is Hines Ward, but that shouldn't be too difficult to get. So yeah, that's another one that's very close to being finished. Just gotta get on it. Now here's the baseball 98 EX. I have a bit more work to do on this one. but shouldn't be too bad. Not a big set to begin with. I think it's a little under 100 cards, so I'll get this one done eventually. And this one I've talked about many times, so no need to go too in depth with it, but it's the 96-97 Flair Showcase Basketball. As I've said before, the row 2 is already complete. Row 1 is close to being complete. And the biggest pain is going to be row 0. Don't need too many of them, but still missing some of the bigger names from it. And again, with the spike in a lot of the 90s stuff, the prices on some of these row 0 cards have really gone up. So again, it's just a matter of kind of waiting for the best deals on some of the ones that I'm missing. Now here's one that for the longest time I kind of debated whether or not I even wanted to attempt it. It's the 97 Flair Showcase Baseball. But then I realized I had a big enough stack of them that I should at least give it a try. Now with these, the biggest challenge again is going to be the row 0 cards. At least with the basketball, I had a bunch of them from way back in the day, so I already kind of had a head start on those before I even attempted that set. But with these, I only have like 2 or 3 of the row 0 cards, and I don't even think they're in here. I think they're like in other player sections. So yeah, row 2 and row 1 shouldn't be too difficult, but the row 0 cards are going to be a huge challenge with these. Back to some basketball. This is the 96-97 EX. And I was actually kind of surprised when I was looking through this binder to see how close I am on these. But as usual, got one big obstacle that I got to deal with this set. And it's the Kobe Bryant rookie that I'm missing. Should have picked it up a long time ago. For the longest time, it was like a $35 to $40 card. But when he passed away, it really jumped up. Not sure if it's cooled off a bit since then. But yeah, that's probably the biggest one I'm missing. Other than that, probably just need about a dozen of these. So definitely want to get that one done. Here's another one that's very close to being done. Just need 2 cards to finish this one, so it's actually kind of ridiculous that I haven't finished this one. This is the 99-2000 Ultra NBA. So yeah, essentially I've been working on this set for 20 years. Love that Vince Carter. But yeah, the 2 cards I need shouldn't be too difficult. They're like 2 common rookies. But the rookies on this were like kind of short printed. They weren't in every pack. I think they were like every handful of packs or something, so they were a bit difficult to get. But again, the ones I need are like probably less than $1 each. But yeah, I really like the look of the rookies in this set. The best ones were Steve Francis and Elton Brand, co-rookies of the year. But yeah, the ones I need are Scott Padgett and Kenny Thomas. So again, I gotta just pick those up and get this one done. Again, that's kind of why I'm doing this, to kind of motivate myself to finally finish some of these sets off. And here's a legendary set that I would love to complete. The first ever NBA Finest set. Still got a ways to go on this one, but got one of the big ones there at least, the MJ. But yeah, for this one it's just a matter of maybe finding some lots at a decent price to really make a dent into this one. Definitely not going to go after the refractors and all that, just looking for the base set on these. And here are a few old Fleer NBA sets that I've been working on. This is the 88-89 Fleer. Got the MJ on that one. Still missing quite a few on this one. And then I also have the 89-90 Fleer here. Much closer on this one, but for this one I'm missing the MJ, so definitely gotta get that if I can at a good deal. But the rest of them should be much easier to get. Here's a bit of a different one. This is the 1994 Cuban Set. I bought a box of these and opened it on my channel a few years ago, and I mentioned the big cards in it were the Levon Hernandez and Orlando Hernandez, which I got 2 of each of those in the box I broke, but was not able to complete the set. But I still have like 3 sealed boxes of it. There's the Orlando. So yeah, just from opening a few of those boxes I should be able to complete this one, or I hope so at least. Even got a few UFC sets. Now this one's complete. This is the 2017 Ufc Chrome, but I also have the 2018 Ufc Chrome here, and this one is not complete. And again, similar story. I bought a hobby box of these, got a decent chunk of the set done, but planned on buying another hobby box to maybe complete it, and just never did it. So I'll just have to work on picking up the ones I'm missing for that one. And we started with a wrestling set, so let's end with a wrestling set. This is 2014 Wwe Chrome, but this is not the base set. I'm not working on the base set from that year because I can buy the base set already complete pretty easily. But these are the Atomics, which I think were only available like in the hanger packs or whatever you call them. But I bought a bunch of those and pulled these and started putting them together, and they just look so cool together. I figured I'll try to complete the whole set. Still missing a ton of them, but definitely want to try to complete it. Still have a few of the sealed packs. Probably gonna have to get some more. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Again, just wanted to do this to kind of get myself in the mood to get some of these done, and hopefully you guys will stay on me about it too. But hope you all enjoyed taking a look at those, and I'll catch you guys next time.